Today, I want to share some of the apps that I use on the MacBook Pro on a daily basis to boost my productivity. And these apps are very simple yet super effective. So without further ado, let's get started. The very first app I want to talk about is called Caffeine. And just like the name, it is a program that puts an icon right inside of your menu bar. Whenever you click on it to toggle it on, it'll prevent your Mac from automatically going to sleep or dimming the screen. Even the screensaver won't work whenever you have the caffeine on. And the icon is simply a coffee cup, so whenever you turn it on, you'll see there's coffee inside. And when it's off, the cup is empty. I've been using this app for a very long time now. Whenever I need to get my work done or try to have the screen on all the time. Pretty much like right now when I'm filming this video, I have the caffeine turned on. This way my MacBook won't go to sleep or dim the display because I'm constantly using it. And the best part about this app is that it's completely free. This next app I want to share with you guys is called Magnet, and this app has been a game changer for me. Whenever I have multiple windows open up, trying to multitask, Magnet allows me to arrange my apps accordingly to my needs. I can use the shortcuts on my keyboard to make my windows into different sizes and place them accordingly on my windows however I want them to be there. I can simply drag my app to the edge of my display and it'll turn into half of the screen. And by dragging them to the corners, I can snap them into quarters. And if I want to, I can drag the app all the way to the top or the bottom to make them on the top half of the screen or the bottom half of the screen. All of the commands can be triggered by shortcuts, and you can adjust the shortcuts too if you want to in the preference settings. This way I can organize and fully utilize every corner of my windows while doing the task effortlessly. And this is especially useful whenever you want to drag different files to a different location, or if you are taking notes from things that you're reading or watching. A lot of time I'll have my Zoom call on the other side of the screen and have the notes open up to take notes from the meeting. There are lots of options to organize your windows, and you can adjust that accordingly to your own working style. The only downside to Magnet is that it's not free. At the time of me making this video, Magnet cost $7.99. And if I remember correctly, the price has actually gone down a little bit. I remember getting the app for about like 10 bucks. But for a powerful app like this where it can organize my windows effortlessly, personally, I think it's definitely worth the price. Now this next app is for people who doesn't like the notch, especially the one on your MacBook. Apple pretty much have the notch everywhere on their design. It's part of their design now and signature look. And if for some reason you just absolutely hate the notch, I have good news for you. There's this app called TopNotch where you can hide the notch. All you have to do is download the app and the icon will show up in the menu bar. Just click into it and toggle it on. All of a sudden the notch is gone. Basically it just turns the menu bar black. The best thing about TopNotch is that you can actually round the corners, so all of your app doesn't look kind of weird whenever they're displayed inside your screen, like right at the corners. You can also toggle on start and log in, so whenever you turn on or log into your MacBook, you will not see the ugly notch. Have you ever tried to clean your MacBook, like the screen and keyboard where all the dust gets in right between keys? Whenever you start trying to clean them, you start typing weird things on your computer, but at the same time you don't want to turn off the computer just to clean your MacBook. And this is where the next app comes in. Again, this one's completely free and it's called Keyboard Clean Tool. And just like the name, all you have to do is toggle it on. Once it's on, all of the key does not work until you click the button again, then the keyboard will start working. So basically you don't have to worry about any of the keystrokes that you might make while cleaning the keyboard on your MacBook. And this one might be just one of my favorite apps of all time. It's so simple, but it does the job so well. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, do me a solid and hit the like button for the algorithm. I really appreciate your support. With that being said, let's continue to the next app called Dropover. This app allows you to add multiple photos, text, folders, or even web images. And all you have to do is shake and drop in order to move them to a different location, like to a different file. This app saves me tons of time, especially when I'm trying to pick out different photos photos from different photo shoots or even video clips. So basically I can go into a different folder and pick out the ones I need and then just add it in here and basically drop over to this little window right here and then go to the next folder and pick the one I want. At the end I can move all of these files together and then drag and drop to a completely different folder. And on top of that you can link your cloud storage with Dropover and then you can share the files that you just gathered in this window in a link so you can share it with friends or clients for them to view the file or download the file. If you don't like the shake and drag kind of gesture, you can also hold on shift and then drag the file all the way to the top icon in the menu bar. This file is very useful, and especially I'm creating different folders, new ones all the time with different photos and video files and just trying to gather them together in a very organized way for me to create the next video or collecting inspirations from everywhere for my next project. However, Dropover does cost $3.99 and I believe there's a 14-day free trial for you to give it a try and see if it actually matches your workflow before purchasing the app. This next app I use all the time on my MacBook is Dropbox. This is where I keep most of my backup files or whenever I have files where I want to share with friends or clients. What I like about Dropbox is that I can have it in my folder where I can decide which folder do I want to sync together with my MacBook. And this also makes uploading files to the cloud a whole lot easier. Another popular app that I use like Dropbox is NordVPN and NordPass. And if you watch a lot of YouTube, you probably know what a VPN is. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video, I just personally use it and because it's useful. Now the other one called NordPass is where I can store all of my password in one place or even generate new password for like emails or different account that I use. And honestly, with all the different kind of scams nowadays where people are trying to hack your system, hack your account, I find myself in a situation where I have to change my password like all the time for different accounts to the point where I just can't remember all of them. And so I decided to store all of my password in one account. This way I don't have to remember my password like every single time. All I need to remember is one master password for the NordPass account. And the scariest part is that it's starting to ask me to use my Touch ID to unlock NordPass where I store all of my password. Like what if one day the Touch ID doesn't work, or if I'm using a different device where it doesn't have the Touch ID and I don't remember the master password, then I won't be able to access all of my password. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. This next app I want to share with you guys is called Cheatsheet. So whenever you have an app opened, all you have to do is press down command and just hold it. After about a second, you have like this page full of shortcuts, and all of these shortcuts are the app that you're on. This app is a great way to check and see if there's a shortcut that I can use right away. So you can actually look inside and see which one works for you or which kind of shortcuts do you need for that specific app. However, all of the shortcuts that you see on the display here is the default shortcut from the app, not the one that you have changed settings to. If you wanted to display your own customized shortcut, you'll have to download this app called Custom Shortcuts, which works with Cheatsheet. So this way it'll display the customized shortcut from Cheatsheet. Last but not least, if you're like me where you have a lot of apps turned on your MacBook, you might want to consider getting this app called Vanilla. Essentially what this app does is to hide all of the icons on the menu bar. So you can simply hold command and then drag the app you want to hide inside the Vanilla app. You can expand it by toggling this arrow and then close it with the arrow again. And this is how you can hide all of the app icon on the menu bar. This way it looks more clean and tidy. And there are a couple of apps like this, but they all cost money. Vanilla is actually free as of now. And you could unlock the Pro version where it lets you completely remove the menu bar icons. You can also start Vanilla, the app, whenever you log in. However, that does set you back for $10. So these are the different apps that I use on my MacBook. What kind of apps do you guys use? Leave a comment down below. I would love to know and learn more about them. And if you enjoyed today's video, definitely check out this one next. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.